It's part of Truth with Prof JJ Tabane, the Tshwane Gospel Choir, ushering us into tonight's conversation where we're talking to the former Mayor Silas Brink. The Tshwane Council yesterday removing the mayor from office last Thursday, meant to say. And I think it is pure nonsense, really. What the citizens have to face. Same thing that happened in Johannesburg, right? Where the ANC says, oh, this guy was very good. He did so many good things. They make a long list, but we remove him anyway, right? Same thing with the Tshwane. We're still trying to figure out why on earth was the fellow removed, the fellow who has created the stability we have seen, at least of some semblance of stability there. So talking to Silas Brink to see how he feels about what has happened and what he considers as some of his achievements in the city. But before that, I wanted to talk about two things. Firstly, I wanted to talk about Vodacom. You know, it's easy to talk about government and lambast government and so on, but you know, when the private sector is lambasted, you know, people always cringe away because they think, oh no, you know, investors are going to feel, you know, somehow and so on. I think Vodacom should hang in bloody shame. It must truly hang in bloody shame. They have used their deep pockets to go all the way to a constitutional court, and they were told to go away and pay Makate his due. And they tried everything. You know, and I can understand that if there's a commercial reason to say, well, you know, if we take 50 billion and give to this guy, it means that we're going to have to, you know, we're going to pay, you know, or pay our shareholders much less. They'll pay them 50 billion rand less. In any event, it would have been ill-gotten gains because whatever brought them those profits, they didn't pay for it. If Makate's story is anything to go by. But what truly annoyed the living daylights out of me is when they then say, yeah, you know, the black shareholders are going to be the most affected by this Makate thing. I mean, what absolute nonsense. What nonsense is it? They should have involved those black shareholders long ago, right, if they really cared about them, when in the first place they tried to dilly-dally and get out of paying Makate what is his due. But bully corporates like Vodacom don't get people telling them that they are being nonsensical often. They don't get told because, you know, they can affect the GDP and because they are printing money. They are here printing money. They had to be dragged screaming and crying to reduce cost of data just a few years ago. It's not like they are this model corporate that actually knows when to press the button of proper, you know, commercial, or rather being a corporate citizen that cares. And so what they do through Vodacom Foundation and so on, we should just consider it then as a PR stunt and not because they care as a corporate. Because if they can treat somebody who worked for them, who gave them one of the most innovative, you know, products that they've sold for billions. If they can treat that person like that, why must we believe that they're going to treat some, sneezing and coughing youngster somewhere with a bursary and what? Do they really care about that? Or for them, it's all about PR? And now they've got in their faces an opportunity they should have used long ago to show that they care by paying one of their own what is due to them. It's actually very, very nonsensical. And I hope that they've got no wiggle room, and well done to Makate for standing up to the bulldog on corporate that is Vodacom. I want to talk a little bit about the Northwest. I haven't spoken about the Northwest for a while. You know, it gets exhausting to talk about the Northwest. One is from there, you always are pained, you know, when you know, your folks call you and say, oh, well, we've been without electricity for weeks on end, or, oh, there's no water this time, or this time they've cut off, you know, the pipes that deliver water, or no, you know, the library that's been asking for is there, but there's long grass and it's not worked for 3 months. it's just one story after another. But the Northwest must be some kind of an abandoned project by this government. Must be some abandoned project. If they are not chopping and changing premiers, they will got a premier who will be on leave for 2 years of their term of office because of this or that. If it's not factionalism, they won't be well and so on. And then just about all the municipalities there don't even know how a clean audit looks like. But what made me truly angry now is to receive a letter from a citizen, an ordinary citizen of Moses Kotane. And I wanted to share with you, because sometimes when we shout here, people think that we're just shouting from the top of our heads. This is a message really to the mayor of Moses Kotane, Mayor Nkotswe. Right? If she's listening, Mayor Nkotswe, this is from your citizen who's saying you have inherited infrastructure that has never been refurbished and maintained since 1994. So whether it be the stadium or the local hall that's falling apart, that stuff has never been maintained. Since then, the people of Moses Kotane, right, have never seen any development. And this is, it's sad because it happened in the context, in the backdrop of having repatriated people, right, who died in exile. And this has happened a few years ago. We repatriated Moses Kotane's remains. And then we name an area after his name. And that area must make him turn in his grave. He should be ashamed that you even call that area with his name, right? This citizen says the provincial roads are like rivers. Or kids have to, I don't even know how they cross some of the roads or the rivers there, but he says the roads look like rivers. The municipal roads are full of potholes. Okay, surprise, surprise there, pothole province. The roads are full of potholes. Storm water is full of rubbish and sand. Grass cutting is not done alongside the roads as it used to be done before 1994. No road markings. No, the municipality constructed a new road at Unit 8 of that area, but it's like a river. So they constructed the thing, no way of draining the road. It's just a big mess. I can go on and on. He's talking about just normal things like parks. And this citizen is talking in pain. Are the parka disule? If you understand, the parks are dead. Koreke feld, only the park is just a feld. It's like a forgotten people, man. Balatlilwe batho bako Northwest, bako Moses Kotane. And then there's in that area, if you know that area, there's something called the Mohwase complex. But it's a shadow of what it used to be, with factories, and those factories are shut down. They are just basic gauges and cages. It says we normally go for days without water. When you complain here in Johannesburg, when there's 2 days without water, there'll be a riot here. No, quality is days, if not weeks. Waste management, but forget it. It's zero. There's zero waste management because waste is all over and there are no bylaws that are implemented. Kuri is like a dump site. You gotta get entrance. It's actually a shame that a citizen, and we're talking about an area, right, that used to be the pride of that Northwest area when it was still called Tshwane. Stray animals. This is an area where, by the way, there's Sun City, just in case, just to give you a notion. And don't think Sun City is going to be bothered or involved in actually fixing it. Stray animals, I don't know how many people the stray animals have killed in that road. You actually have to be very brave to drive there at night. You got to drive when you can see properly in broad sunlight. Northwest, a forgotten place. I've said this before when I was talking about Tshwane, where, you know, sewage is flowing into the town, into the graveyards. To say that I'm not quite sure what it will take the people of the Northwest to just vote the ANC out, like completely. No, I don't know what else must happen. If a citizen can write this painful thing, you can imagine how many things they didn't write down. Yet if you go and look at how many people voted ANC in that area, in Tshwane, you get surprised. How? What are these people? Do those people live here? Do they understand that they have a right to be treated like humans by the ANC? No. They votela mokgatlo, votela Moses Kotane. Those people are turning in their graves who you are naming the province. And what even annoyed me is that they actually wanted to name the whole province Moses Kotane, God forbid. To bring people from abroad and reinterpret is a good thing, but that's not going to save your soul as the ANC if you fail to do the basic things. People are not asking for complicated. They're just saying, we want a park, man. What does it take to do a park, to plant a lawn for your community as a municipality? What does it take? Anyway, I thought I would call out that mayor and say, we want to come there and do a town hall there so that your people can tell you in your face how useless you are. We'll talk to the mayor, or the former mayor of Tshwane. See what brings after the break and talk about the situation in the capital. Stay tuned.